And welcome to the Lindy Sports Post-Game Report. I'm Coach Dick Cox reporting on a huge ACC basketball game today in Clemson, South Carolina between the Duke Blue Devils and the Clemson Tigers. Both these teams are ranked right there in the top 10 at number 10 and number 11. And again, this was a battle with a lot on the line. The winner of today's ball game would have sole possession of second place in the ACC and would be moving into one of those four teams that would get a bye in the upcoming ACC tournament. So this was an extremely important game. Both teams come into the game today shorthanded. The Clemson Tigers lost Grantham earlier in the year with knee surgery, and Sheldon Mitchell is still in the concussion protocol, while Marvin Bagley, one of the top players in the country for the Duke Blue Devils, was being held out again with a knee injury. So both teams come into today's ball game with key weapons missing. But today's game was a whale of a game as the Clemson Tigers jumped out to an early lead, 6-0, hitting back-to-back threes early in the game, but leave it to their senior on the team. Grayson Allen settled his Duke Blue Devils down and actually led them with 17 of their 35 first half points to a 35-34 halftime lead. Again, the lead was no more than several possessions the whole game, and back and forth throughout the game though. But as Coach K mentioned post-game, he told Wendell Carter that it was a man's man game inside in the first half. Again, a very, very physical basketball game today. And Carter, the freshman player for the Duke Blue Devils, did not have one of his better first halves. He was unable to really score a lot of points and struggled a little bit. At halftime, senior Grayson Allen told him, "We're coming to you in the second half. You need to be ready." And he was, as he stepped up and finished the game with 15 points. Also, the other freshman stepped up today in the second half is Trenton Duval ended up scoring 12 points, Gary Trent 11 points, and Grayson Allen finished the game with only 2 points in the second half, but finished the game with 19. But more importantly, set the tempo and provided that valuable leadership for the Duke Blue Devils in the ball game. Duke looked like they had the game in hand with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. They jumped out to the largest lead of the game at 57-47, but leave it to Clemson. Clemson, give them credit, turned up the defense and held Duke scoreless for over 4 minutes and came back and tied the game with a little over 2 minutes to go at 57-all. From that point, Duke stepped back up again, got fouled in the act of shooting, made all 3 free throws, came back to their freshman, Wendell Carter, and he was able to get an and one opportunity, missed the free throw but got the basket. Duke went up by 5 and were able to control the last minute and a half of the game to go on to a 66-57 victory. A hard-fought game. Coach K commented about how tired his team was at the end of the game. One man that should have been tired was senior player Grayson Allen, played all 40 minutes today. And I asked Coach K, with the injuries he's had to Bagley, what has his senior player, senior captain Grayson Allen meant to the team. And he said he's very proud of him, that Grayson Allen has stepped up and probably had 3 of his best games of the year here in a row, with Bagley being out of the lineup, scoring-wise, leadership-wise, and again, he has been the calming influence on the Duke Blue Devils. So Grayson Allen, the senior, providing great leadership for his team today, leads them to a hard-fought win over the Clemson Tigers. Clemson today had several players step up. Marquise Reed had 13 points, Elijah Thomas with 13 points, and also 15 rebounds. Sims had 10 points, and Mark Donnell also had 10 points. So Clemson playing a little bit shorthanded, got good play out of their bench today though. The Duke Blue Devils now are 22-5 on the year and should stay ranked in the top 10 in the country, should continue to be a number 2 seed at this point in the upcoming NCAA tournament. The Clemson Tigers fall to 20-6 and have now lost back-to-back games for the first time this season, and they dropped to 9-5 in conference play though. Great ACC game today, your typical hard-fought ball game in the paint. ACC war, but the Duke Blue Devils still won on the road today from Clemson by the score of 66-57. Reporting for Cox Sports Broadcasting and Lindy Sports, I am the coach, Dick Cox.